So October didn't go as planned. Hi everyone, my name is Britt. I'm an author, actor, director, producer, dog mom, cat mom. Oh, my cat, no, she's right there. Lizard mom, oof, an all-around geek. Trying out bed in the morning. So let's talk about October. So I basically had the same kind of level of writing that I do when I'm editing. Here's the kicker, I didn't edit. I did put Price Check on Love up for pre-order for November 18th, which was the day that I planned on releasing Price Check on Love, but that's no longer gonna happen. So cheers. Price Check on Love will not be coming out in November. So the reason for that is kind of out of my control. Unfortunately, I do have to delay it into December. So I haven't settled on an exact date because upon filming this, I haven't actually changed the release date yet. I still have a little bit of time before I have to actually worry about that. And I'm hoping to know more in the coming, maybe hopefully week to 2 weeks, but I do have to change it by the 14th. So I'm not stressed, I'm fine. By the way, this is peppermint tea. So that sucks. At the end of the day, that really, really sucks. I really wanted to release Price Check on Love in November, but that just isn't gonna happen, which is fine. Let's talk about why I haven't been writing much. So some of it's good, some of it's bad, and some of it is just feeling burned out. So if you don't know, October is like the busiest time for me at my job, and that ended up making it very difficult for me to have any kind of mental bandwidth at the end of the day to write much. I was often just exhausted. I was working more and being salaried. That makes it even worse because I don't get paid extra for working more. I just kind of work more and give my company free labor. I mean, I guess it depends on how you view salary. I view salary as a way to exploit your workers. I look at it as free labor once it's past 40 hours. Now that we're past that though, hopefully things will start to clear up a little bit. Obviously over the course of November, I do have a 4-day weekend, which obviously is great, very helpful. Hopefully I can spend a good portion of that writing, even though on Black Friday, I am going to go see a Broadway show. I haven't seen this show in a very long time live, so I'm very, very excited. I just didn't write much during that time period where my job is just ridiculously busy. Oh, I love corporate America. Then the very exciting thing that I know, again, if you've been here long enough on my channel, you know that I've been working on buying this house, which I did back in June, and then moving up into the main level of the house, which is happening. What I'm calling my creative room, which is going to be my creative office, I've been able to slowly move into that room. During a time period where I was having a big mental breakdown about living in a tower of boxes, because again, if you've been here long enough, you know that I've been living in a tower of boxes for about 1.5 years. I got really stressed out. And then up here got bad because then my parents started packing. So there is nowhere in this house that I can go and not have it be just a complete and utter mess. And when my world is a mess, when the outside world around me is a mess, I'm a mess in here. And so I started having these mental breakdowns, and my mom was like, what can I do to help? What can we do to like fix what's going on? And I said, I want to feel like I'm going to move soon. So let's paint the creative room. So we have, and there will be a vlog about me putting together the creative room because it is going to be a place that you will see a lot more often coming up. Obviously we've already moved my couch and my new couch and my new recliner here when my parents moved their furniture up to their new house. You might have seen the change in color of the couch that was right here. That's because this is my couch. My old one, which is still downstairs in my unit, is broken. Very, very broken. So obviously we've started to move some of my things up here, but I really just wanted a space where I felt like I could actually edit my videos because I couldn't handle being at my computer anymore. I couldn't handle editing or even playing The Sims, and it was just getting to me. And so we figured out a way to set up my creative room to a point that I can at least use it. And let me tell you, I have been using it. I have been doing so much. If you're following my short form, you know that I have been posting new short form every single day since September 10th. Granted, some of that was, edited on my computer when it was still downstairs, but I actually enjoy being at my computer now. I actually enjoy being in the creative room, and it's coming together beautifully. I'm not going to show any of it yet because I want to, again, I'm doing a whole vlog about this process of redecorating in there. Because it is a massive change from what it was before, and that is a big deal. And it's not done, by any shape of the imagination, that tower of boxes is now in there. Why did I think that was a good idea? I don't know. But I'm not living in the tower of boxes downstairs anymore. And so it feels a little bit more doable. I feel like things are manageable now. The reason I moved my boxes up here was to unpack my books and my manga, and so I can put those out. And it fills my heart with joy to turn around from my computer and see that collection again. I haven't seen some of those things in a year and a half. Once that started to calm down, before I started moving my boxes up here, matter of fact, the day I moved my boxes up here, I found out that Van had passed away. I am not gonna cry in this video. My oldest leopard gecko, Van, he was such a wild part of my life. Like, I brought him home because he didn't hate me, and we couldn't sell him because he was so mean, but I was the only person that he didn't want to kill. Until I brought him home, then I was the only person he wanted to kill because I was the only person that really handled him much. He was a big part of my life for the last 14 and a half years. A huge part of my life. And I knew it was coming. I knew, I even think I said it in one of my year-end videos, that he was slowing down. He was getting older. I mean, he was 15. He was nearing the end of his life, and then he passed away. And I am still devastated. I'm still very sad about it. It was the day I moved my boxes up into the creative room. So it was a good distraction from what was going on in my personal life to be able to move my boxes up here, start unpacking, start designing my bookcase, and be in a better place in that way and distract myself. Although my therapist would likely say that that is not the healthiest way to handle my emotions and that I should just feel them. But I don't like feeling my emotions, so I'm gonna do what I can to avoid that. I literally have a mental health disorder that dissociation and depersonalization is literally a symptom. Anyway, all that being said, I took more days off this month than I have any other month of writing so far this year. And it was really upsetting to me, honestly, because I really wanted to try and not do that. And considering I didn't take a single day off in September, I really thought that I was gonna end the year really strong. This month was a weak one. But here's the thing, this is where I am with that. I did what I had to do to survive. And at the end of the day, I did. I'm okay. I had a lot of outside forces that made it a lot harder for me to sit down and do the creative thing. Work, moving, painting, grief. A lot of outside forces that made it really hard this month. But I still wrote words, and that's a big win. So even though I did not write the amount of words I was hoping to this month, I did still write 25,851 words over the course of October. I took 6 days over the course of October to recharge. And that in itself is also a win, is knowing when I need to relax and when I need to recharge. And I knew those things. I knew when those days were, and I did not have any shame or guilt over it. I might have had, some like, I wish I would have moments, I guess, but not to the level of like shaming myself or saying I'm, building bad habits or that I'm doing the wrong thing. I did what I had to do, and I am okay with that. So while writing my biggest day this month, there was only 2 days I went over 2,000 words. Would have been the 5th. October 5th, I wrote 2,138 words. And my lowest word count day, aside from my zeros, was the 3rd, where I wrote 256 words. Huge difference there between my biggest and smallest day. Again, days I actually wrote words, because obviously, like I said, I've got 6 zeros in that column now. But I'm not going to look at that as a failure. I'm going to look at that as I did what I needed to do, and I'm okay with that. October did not go as planned. That's okay. October went the way it needed to go because of everything else going on in my life. And I can't forget that. I never want writing to be a job that makes me feel like, ugh, I have to go do my work today. Ugh. I always want writing and acting and directing to be fun. I want them to remain my fun job, even if at one point they do also become my bill-paying job. I mean, they do pay bills, but you know what I mean. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm in a really weird place with how October went right now, because it could have gone a lot better. But at the same time, again, when I look at the things that I went through in October, I am genuinely surprised I got words written at all. So there we go. A lot less, upbeat of an update because I'm sad, but I'm okay and I'm gonna be okay. And everything is going to feel better soon. And I know that. Cheers to Van. And cheers to you if you've lost someone recently. I will actually see you all next week because I am putting up a vlog because I'm going to a convention. And as of recording this, I haven't gone to it yet, but I will be going to it. And so I'll see you all next week with a convention vlog.